My name is Robert Evans, and I am a cardiac arrest survivor.
A veteran of the R.L. Turner High School staff, Coach Evans experienced a moment this past December that changed his life forever. He was aided in this crucial moment by CFBISD student athletes and coworkers that he considers family.
My name is Robert Evans. I've been with the district for about 16 years. I coach wrestling and I coach tennis. I'm the head coach of wrestling and tennis. I love the relationships that I build with kids. I love the fact that I get the opportunity to be a part of them accomplishing their dreams and accomplishing their goals. I love the fact that I can impact kids' lives. That was probably the most important thing to me because that's what my coach did for me when I was in high school at Bryan Adams High School, and so I wanted to do the same thing that he did for me, and pretty much changed my life. A lot of people think it's a heart attack. And you know, people associate cardiac arrest with heart attack, and that's not quite right. A heart attack is when you have clogged arteries and you experience a heart death, and that means part of your heart dies. I'm very fortunate. I did have a cardiac arrest because what happened to me was there's two kinds of ways. There's defib and AFib. AFib is the top when the top part of the heart stops beating. I had defib when my bottom part of my heart stopped and it was quivering. So the top part was kind of pumping and the bottom part wasn't. As far as the issue, I was in the wrestling room. We have the oldest tournament in the state of Texas, the Paul Aubrey tournament. It's been around for 46 years. I have had the pleasure, I say pleasure because it can be stressful. I've had the pleasure of running this tournament for the last 16 years. We have a parent meeting probably a week out to prepare the parents because it's a big community event where we have parents, we have former wrestlers, we have the students all come in, and they really put this tournament together. That's why Turner is so special to me, because you know, it's not necessarily, you know, we hire workers, it's all volunteer, and you know, that's been like that that's why I love Turner. So you know, this is right after practice. I began talking about I remember very vividly, I was like, all right guys, we're here, we're talking about Paul Aubrey's finna start, and boom, I black out. But in actuality, I didn't black out. The defib happened and pretty much my heart stopped. From what I've heard, if it wasn't, and she don't think she's a hero, and I always talk about her and the other kids. But if it wasn't for the fact that the wrestlers, my little state finalist Kelly Reyes, calling 911, having the smarts to dial 911, okay, rush to go get the basketball coach to get the defibrillator, and Brian Ramirez's parents, his mom especially, doing CPR. And then when the basketball coaches came, Coach Costa and Coach Ostraker, who all coaches are certified in CFB, but Coach Ostraker used to be what are they called? A lifeguard. And Coach Costa, you know, if it wasn't for those guys, you know, I probably wouldn't be here to this day. They said that they put the defibrillator on me. They started, CPR. The defibrillator shocked me 2 times. When the paramedics came, which I thanked them too, they said they had to shock me 5 times with the paddles. And as they continuously did CPR. And they said from when I was at Turner to driving all the way to the hospital, I wasn't. I was dead. I was dead for 15 minutes. They said as I rode into the hospital, and as they put the tube down my throat, I woke up, pulled the tube literally out my throat, and said, "What's going on?" So, so pretty much they said it was absolutely a miracle. I've been talking to my cardiologist. I have two now. One is for the electrical part, and one is for the plumbing. The plumbing person, plumbing doctor, cardiologist said that I shouldn't have survived. They said, and it's what, 99 out of 100 don't survive. Yeah, 9 out of 100 don't survive, and that 1%, that 1% of that one person that do survive, half the percentage, whatever, have brain damage, and they have a tube in their throat, a tube in their kidneys, and a tube in their behind, and they are in a nursing home. So I am that miracle. We're a family. I have developed so many relationships over the past 16 years, and I've coached brothers, sisters. You know, I hope I don't coach kids, you know, because that means I've been here too long. But I've coached so many people, and I realize that cherish every moment you have with the people that you meet every single day. I don't want to ever. I don't want to ever take away from anybody. I want to cultivate people, and every interaction that I have, no matter if it's 10 seconds, I want that person to be able to say, "Hey, man, our interaction was absolutely fantastic. This guy's a great guy," and vice versa. I want to help people grow, and I want to grow from those experiences myself. So, with the people that saved my life, with the people that came to the hospital, and the paramedics and the whole hospital staff, you know, I really want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I mean, this has totally changed my life. You know, it was hard. You know, I don't have my mom or dad with me anymore, and they were there. They were very supportive. The kids, the parents, the coaches, the superintendent, and my aunt and uncle. They were there, and they, you know, pretty much, you know, lifted me up when I was at the worst period of my life. And it's just, I am truly blessed to not only have a family that I have, but also be able to work here at R.L. Turner, because this school district has, and the people in it have truly become an extended part of my family. And like I said, without the parents, the coaches, and the kids, I wouldn't be here to this day. But the number one thing, like I said earlier, make sure you cherish the moments that you have with people. Make sure you love on them as much as you can, and because, man, you never know when, you know, something like what happened to me could happen to you. So I think that's the most important thing I have gotten from this whole experience, is to make sure that you really make sure that the people around you know that you appreciate them and that you love them. And, you know, and like, once again, thank the people who stepped up when I was at my worst moment.